welcome to another episode of Real Talk Atlanta, your favorite real estate podcast. We are your hosts. I am Taisha Renee.
River the realtor.
And Nika W.
And we back with another one. I love saying that every episode because it's like we really back.
We're that girl.
One.
Thank you.
It's like
We're
another
those
one.
girls.
Thank you. We on a roll. So today, y'all, we jumping straight into it. It's gonna be a real quick, real fun episode. But of course, still informative. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be playing a game called This or That.
You can give
Real
it
Estate
this,
Edition.
or you can give
Okay.
that. You can give it this.
And we're basically going to be like going through two different options for buyers, for sellers, for realtors, and we're going to decide which one that we would choose as individuals and give y'all a little background on why we would choose them.
Right.
So let's get right into it, okay?
Let's get it.
Let's start with our buyers, and I feel like this is an interview. Oh my God! Before we jump into it, y'all, we cannot move forward without acknowledging our co-host, Ashley.
Princessa.
Unfortunate things happened literally right before we were recording, so she will be missing today's episode. But baby girl,
We love you.
we love you
Our realtor,
and we
babe.
miss you. I feel so lonely on this side, but you know we're gonna keep it pushing because we got money to make.
Okay.
We got money
Ashley
to
is
do.
safe, by the way.
Oh yeah, she's
This
safe.
sounds very crazy.
Yeah, she's
she's
safe.
safe.
She's good, but you know, unfortunate things happen.
Right.
So let's keep it moving. Let's jump right in. So let's start with our buyers. So if you had a choice, and this is the type of house, would you choose a condo or would you choose a townhome?
Okay.
You go
Me
first.
personally, I'm going to choose the townhome, right? Y'all know I'm like a borderline hoarder. I keep everything. I found some stuff in my closet from 8th grade the other day, and I'm the type of person to be like, no, but I can get a little
Oh my God! When I
jacket
was
and wear it
helping
with
you
it.
move,
Y'all
you
know
wanted to
right.
keep everything. I was like, no,
Everything.
throw it away.
Taisha was
Throw it away.
literally throwing all my stuff away. I'm a borderline hoarder. I love like having a lot of space, and so I feel like with condos, once you kind of get to that big 2-bedroom, even a 3, like the price point just doesn't even make sense to
Right.
me anymore.
Right.
So I'd rather go townhouse, give me a little extra space, you know, have a little zhuzh.
Right, right.
For me, townhouse. Because condo, they just have too many restrictions for me.
Yeah,
I don't follow the rules well, so
This is true.
we're going to get into it. So townhouse is kind of like in the middle ground. You know, they already tell me exactly what needs to be done. So townhouse for me. Townhouse be cute. Condos, it's like you blend in, feel like an apartment, kind of, sort of.
Yeah,
For
You
sure.
know, yeah. So townhouse.
I'm of course townhouse too, just because like the only way I would do a condo, it would have to be like a nice high rise. It would have to allow rentals because most
Yeah.
condos have those rental restrictions. But I feel like the HOA on a condo just be too high.
Right.
They be like $600, $700 for
Yeah,
me.
I agree.
When you can go to a townhome community, it's like $100.
Mhm.
Granted, you don't have as much amenities, but do I really need all of that?
Yeah.
Not really.
We're going to be home.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
think the condo is for the person who, one, has a lot of in and out, wants to be
Right.
like dead smack in the city. Like, if you want to live in Midtown or Buckhead, definitely go condo. Like,
Yeah.
Don't be trying to buy no townhouse or, you know, be in that area. You spend $1 million at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's a certain person that a condo is for with a certain lifestyle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. So now if you had to choose between a townhome and a single family, which one you picking?
I still pick townhouse.
Okay, I'm doubling back.
Oh, okay.
It's too many maintenance. Like, I can't maintain
You
it.
don't want to do nothing.
Grass. I don't want to do
She don't want to follow the rules. She don't want to maintain. She don't wanna do nothing.
I'm gonna have to disagree with y'all because y'all know I'm a country girl and I like my
yeah.
land. I like my space. Like I don't got no neighbors at my house, so it's like weird for me to have like my neighbors up on me. So I prefer a single family. And my man better goddamn cut that grass. But if
Right.
not so, I would get on the lawnmower and cut it myself.
Yeah, that's where y'all lost me. That'll
No, I
never
will.
happen.
Like I am an outside girl. Like I grew up outside. Me and my brothers was outside, baby, doing everything. We came in, we went out in the morning and we back in at night. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
and I think it's so different because, like, we used to be outside kicking it, like, growing up in Chicago, but, like, even the way, like, our houses and neighborhoods are structured,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
different. Like, my garage at my mom's house is not connected to the house, right?
Because your houses are kind of like townhouses.
They're like
in a way.
townhouses. We have what's called gangways, and it's like a small passageway in between the house. So, like, if I stood between my mama house and the neighbor house and did like this, I'm touching both houses, like, literally.
Yes.
But, like, we still got a yard and a deck, but, like, I can look over the fence like, hey, girl, what you, like, everybody can see.
I
I
know
just
that was so
community.
fun.
It was fun. I love that. Like, I don't even know what I would do on multiple acres of land. Like, I have clients who call me like, I need 6 acres. And a
For
mule,
what?
like, what are you gonna do
Family
with it? Girl, bye. Go to the park.
Go to the
I'm
park.
like, go. That's what we do.
I need that land, but I get it though.
I'm
I get
townhouse
it.
too.
I'm
I will say the
townhouse.
maintenance. I don't want to do the grass. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Chicago.
The
Snow.
front
That's
and
when you
back.
hire somebody. They
The
got
front
people
and
who
back.
do that
That's
for
an extra
you.
bill.
You hear me? The
The front
and
back
back.
and the side.
No. Get somebody else to do it.
Well, to each his own.
Right.
With that, when we talking about the grass and the maintenance, HOA or no HOA?
HOA.
It's HOA for me.
It's HOA.
It's HOA. I hate driving in a neighborhood and like the people yards just looking crazy.
Yeah.
Like this grass is sky high. It's a broke down car over here. Like you a hoarder, so you got like all this stuff outside.
your yard.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, I need a good community presence.
I want the HOA to like govern the community, but don't govern me. Okay, like that's my biggest thing. I'm not gonna lie. I hope my HOA president is not watching this, but like I've been fined maybe 20 times in 2023. My job is February for little stuff. Like I live in a townhome community, like the parking. Y'all know I live in Big Mama's house.
You
my
got
house
friends.
is Big Mama's
Right.
house. I cook Sunday dinner every Sunday. My friends stay every day. Like
They fine you for the parking?
yes, because they're like, oh, you can't be parked right there. And then I don't do garbage. Like, you want me to roll my garbage out on Monday and have it back in by Tuesday? I'm not doing that. Like, I leave the garbage and she'll send me a picture. Fine 1, fine 2, fine 3. And it's like now,
Oh, your HOA president don't
by the time I pull
play.
the garbage back in, it's time to take it back out. So I just be like, no. I'll put a little cloak over it this
Yeah,
morning.
that's a little too much.
That's too much. I'm
Yeah.
like that. No
Too easy.
HOA.
No HOA.
Disband the HOA.
No, HOA for me because I feel like I always put in my mind like my rich auntie coming through the neighborhood, she see all that stuff. It doesn't even matter if my house is up to par. The neighborhood is just paint the worst picture.
And she gonna talk about you.
Yeah, she gonna talk
dirty.
about me like, ugh.
Right, like girl,
She
where
get all
you
this
live at?
Where you got me
trenches.
Where you got me right? That's my mama.
I ain't coming here no
That's
more.
just me. I cannot
Yeah.
ride in the community. I be like,
Uh-uh.
oh, this community nasty. Like,
Yeah, you
I
wanna
couldn't
come
drive into that
in.
every day. I cannot drive into that
But
every
I
day.
think the good thing is that, and it's not all areas, but I think
Right.
in some places, like where you're just in a more well-kept neighborhood, like the
Yeah.
houses are like, the neighborhood is a little more established. People have been taking care of their stuff. That would be like a best case scenario for
I
me.
can do
'cause
that.
I don't want, you're right, I don't want like the rubbish and
Yeah.
stuff.
I
in the
can do
front.
that.
It's going to mess up my property value. at the
Right,
end of
it
the day.
is. And
One thing
that's-
I don't like about HOA is how they control the exterior. Like, especially if you in a single family home, like if you can't paint your house a certain color, or if you want a brick house, but you got the panel, like you can't make those decisions. So that's the only thing I would say is
My HOA won't even let me enclose my deck.
Y'all gonna stub on that. I have a client, they won't even let him share his door code to nobody else. I ain't
What you
never
mean?
seen that. Like
to get in his house.
yeah, to get in his house.
How
He
would
can't
it-
share it.
how
It's
would
in the
he know?
covenant.
Defund the HOA.
What, to get through the gate or to get in his house?
No, get in his house because we ain't got no gates. I was like,
That's
this
sick.
is crazy.
That is literally like your controlling baby mama
Right.
telling you that you can't go outside. Like, don't tell me what
I
to
think if
do.
you telling me that you paying his mortgage.
You have to.
and
you
it's
gotta be
high,
paying his mortgage.
and they don't do nothing.
I'm HOAK.
I hate that.
Yeah,
HOAK.
The price too, though. I could get rid of the price.
yeah, the
as well.
price. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. All right, last one for the buyers. Okay, so would you? I guess as realtors, would you recommend to buyers get a concession on the amount that they're paying towards their down payment, getting that closing cost assistance, or to use the concession to buy down their rate?
These are good.
Yeah, make you think. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Buy down
for
the
me. Oh, go ahead.
Buy down the rate. Cause then you keep paying the mortgage, right? Yeah, buy down the rate because the monthly payment is really, to me, is the most. That's what really, really matters. We can
Okay.
get the cash to close. I can get you both.
Okay.
But
Period.
you know,
Ooh, hire me.
but if I have to choose one, I'll buy down the rate.
Okay.
That's more beneficial.
I can get you both.
I get you both, baby.
Right. Buy down the rate. That was
Okay.
a good one. That was a good one.
Okay,
make
I
you
ain't gonna
think.
lie. Getting both is really the answer.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna say closing costs.
Okay.
And I feel like because when you first move into the home, it's just like a lot of stuff that you have to do. It's a lot of money that I feel like immediately goes out the window. Like when I tried to decorate my house myself, I had spent like $4,000 and my house was still empty.
Right.
And I'm like,
Right.
what did I just buy? Like, I think when you kind of can spend a little less money on the front end,
Yeah.
I think it kind of gives you a little bit more leverage into what you can do in your home. And then, of course, like the whole thing about the buy down is a lot of time it's a 1 year buy down. So you buy down the rate, it's gonna go right back up. But like, what if you are able to refinance in a year for even lower than the buy down? You kind of
Right.
get both in the end. So I think having a little extra capital on the front end to be able to furnish your home or make little small things that'll make the home more comfortable in the beginning, I would do that. So I'm gonna say use your money to lower your payment for the table.
I'm gonna say it really just depends on
The
the
buyer.
situation and the buyer, because like sometimes you got buyers who just like got the money. Like the money is not an issue to them. You can spend the $30,000 a day. You got another $30,000 tomorrow, so you don't need closing cost assistance.
Call me if you got.
So let's get your rate down. Okay, let's get your rate down. But if you need the money, but you still qualify at the rate and it's still within your, of what you want to pay in a mortgage, it's still in that range. Like, okay, then let's get you some money to your closing costs because you need a little bit more money up front. So I think it just kind of depends on their situation, but either one is a win-win.
But you got to choose.
Okay, if you got to choose.
No, this is different than
If I'm going to choose one, I'm gonna do closing costs.
You gonna do
because
closing
obviously
costs?
if you qualify at the rate, you told the lender what you want to pay per month, and obviously at this rate, this is below your monthly payment. You comfortable? So just might as well lessen up your upfront. So I'm gonna do closing costs.
That monthly payment.
That's important. But if you can afford it, you can afford it.
Yeah.
You can, like she said, refinance.
Right.
Okay. True. So buyers, that was for you. Hope you enjoy that.
Moving on
to our sellers. So let's start with, this is a good one. Okay. So right now, today, if you have a seller call you and are you going to tell them to wait to see what the market bears, see what's going to happen, or are you going to tell them to sell right now?
I'll go first.
Go.
We just had a training about that.
We sure did.
I think they have to wait to watch the market before they sell. Because it's crucial. You can lose a lot of money if you sell at the wrong time. It's crucial. You wait. Matter of fact, you contact me. Let me run the comps.
They already contacted you.
Okay.
They already contacted you.
Is the plug up today?
She be like, contact any of us. Contact me.
Call me. Make sure the numbers are right. And I'll let you know. It doesn't hurt if you have to wait, let's run it out for a little bit and then sell at the right time.
Okay.
You're going to appreciate me.
Yo, Nika in her bag today.
What period. You're going to appreciate her at the end of the day.
It's Nika's day. And that's all I got to say about that one. I would say this is one of those depending on the situations as well.
Really, I'm over here like it really depends.
I'm gonna go along with what Nika said in terms of weight. More so because I feel like sometimes the first offer is the right offer, right? But I think especially if you are listening to your realtor and you set up your home in such a way that it's going to be competitive on the market. Like, even though this is a buyer's market, like, I've still been in multiple offer situations if it's the right home and it's done properly and priced properly. So I would say sometimes the first one, like, don't be too hasty, like, jump and catch an offer because you might miss out on something even better. I would say kind of just see what kind of gives you the feels. I mean, it got to feel right. And if you move too quickly, you'll miss out on something that could have been better. And then you might end up in just like a sticky situation. So I would see what the market bears, but I wouldn't take too long.
Okay. That's a good one. Not take too long because I'm over here like, dang.
What if they got to get out immediately? Like something happened. They got to sell this house.
This is not open door. Take your time. Like, relax.
Oh my God, y'all, it's situational for me again. Because
I'm sick of you.
But seriously, y'all, because if your house is in a community where, like, I'm pulling the comps and you telling me you want to make $60,000 off of this sale and you can make $100,000. Why not sell right now? You know what I'm saying? A win is a win. But then again, like, the market is kind of taking that shift right now where buyers are getting more active and homes are going under contract faster. So, again, you can probably still sell right now.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to say sell right now.
Okay.
I'm going to say sell right now. I think
she can sell your house right now.
Depending on what community it's in. If I'm looking at it and it's like you're not really getting that much return on your investment right now, of course, wait. But
yeah. If it's all there,
it's all there. It's all there. Only if it's all there, sell right now. If it ain't all there, then we gonna wait. I can't pick. I'm sorry.
That's fair though. That's
y'all know I'm indecisive. This is not good for me. This is not good for me, guys. I cannot make a decision. This is stressing me out.
We gonna work on you. Like, this is. I need a therapist.
No, seriously. I'm gonna be in the car like, dang, should I told him to wait? Should I?
Rethinking your whole life.
That's how I am. But anyway, let's keep it moving. So you got the listing. They're ready to sell now. They're ready to sell today. Are you gonna tell them to get staging to help sell this house, or are you going to say no staging, let's just go with the house as it is and it's going to sell anyway?
Staging immediately. Like, it's just, I think what a lot of people don't realize about staging is staging puts stuff in real perspective. Like, I had a list in Chicago. The first time we listed it, it got a lot of looks because it was like a renovation, but it was no staging in it. And I was getting a lot of feedback. Oh, the closets are small. Oh, the rooms are small. And if you know anything about real estate in Chicago, it do be small. Like, our closets go straight back sometimes instead of like walk in. Like, it's very different. The second go round, we staged the whole house, and we got multiple offers within the first week. I think, yes, the rooms were kind of small, but when you see the queen size bed and the dresser and the picture on the wall, it's like, okay, all my furniture can fit in here. Like, you can really put stuff in perspective as a buyer, and that's what make buyers buy. Like, walking into it empty, everybody doesn't have, like, that imagination or perspective.
They need to visualize, like, what it would look like when they bring their stuff in. I agree. You got to
see themselves.
Yeah. Going in a blank house is like, some people have that good imagination where they can use that canvas, but most people need to see
That's
it.
5 out of 100.
I need to see how this couch is gonna look. Can my table fit over there? Like, can I put my mirror in my closet? I'm gonna have to put it in the room. Like, I need to know what's going on.
Staging, definitely. Period. Because most buyers are visual. Come on. They're not here to inspect. They're here to see.
Hello.
They're here for the feel. You know, they want to feel like they're going on a shopping experience. Listen, I'm keeping it real. Listen. So,
come on, what she got?
Listen, they're visual, so people want to see what's going on. They want to see, and then especially if you got a nice stager, it still's the deal.
That's the cherry on top.
That's the cherry.
Y'all know those like model homes sometimes, and it's a specific building. I ain't gonna say who, but they like put everything in a room. It's a bed, it's a credenza, it's a TV, it's a dresser, it's a night. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, they fit that thing.
It's a lot of stuff. And it's like, now I'm feeling like attacked.
Right.
Like, I'm in the house, like, feeling like something to jump down my back. I think even with the staging, you have to do it right. It has to be clean, cut,
don't
precise.
jam it in there. Yeah,
like,
they're just trying to make it seem like, okay, y'all
y'all
can fit everything
in here.
I know what you need. Can go in here.
Exactly.
It does paint that picture for the buyer. Staging, I mean, there's no debate about this.
There's no debate. Stage your house.
Immediately.
Realtors tell yourself to stage your house. I was about to say, please switch those back.
Because I'm going to be here.
Oh, my God. So you got to buy it under contract. They had their inspection. They're ready to negotiate. Are you selling this house as is? Like, you're not making no repairs? Or are you willing to do a few minor updates? Find a few fixtures. I think you need to fix some stuff up. I am not about selling that house as is to the seller, to the buyer. If you know something's wrong with it, like, put yourself in their shoes. Like, I hate that. Stop being so stubborn.
I agree. I think what you have to realize is, like, you're selling your house now, but on the flip end, you're about to be a buyer for someone else's house, right?
Exactly.
Treat everybody with the same level of care and respect you want. Like, I literally have a client right now going through, like a similar issue of sellers before not really giving us the full scope of issues within the home. And they're like issues that you only know if you step on the third plank 3 times. Like, stuff that y'all knew about. Exactly. Like, stuff that they knew about the house that they could have easily disclosed, wasn't on the seller's property disclosure. And it's just like, why do bad business when people are buying homes for their families and things like that? So I think especially if it's like small stuff, easy fixes, just do it, bro. Like, and if you don't want to do it, you don't want to sell your house.
Yeah, don't sell it yet. Like, wait till you can afford to fix it up.
I feel like it's more than just you selling your house, right? It has to do with reputation as well of your agent. I feel like don't put me in a bad position where I'm gonna look bad.
They're like, Nika sell bad houses.
Yeah,
please
her
don't buy none of
listings
her
always.
listings.
They always fall apart.
And listen, I have an agent where I'm telling you, listen,
every listing
we're not
subscribe for the
Patreon
for the tea.
Right. But no, for real, definitely make the minor upgrades. They're gonna appreciate it that way. When the inspection come back, you did the work for it, and there's no negotiation as far as somebody trying to take advantage of what you have to give, especially in this market. Because I'm not gonna lie, as a buyer's agent, I'm taking advantage.
She said,
I want this, done, this, done, this, done.
I need it all.
Exactly. So if they would have, like right now I'm under contract in a home, if they would have did, and it was minor work, they went and did the work, then it was no excuse for us to say, hey, you got to fix this, you got to do this. So definitely do the minor upgrades.
I even think beforehand, though, like some of those little small aesthetic things, like I have clients that are walking in, love the house and be like, I hate these fixtures. They're just little things, and it's like, even though it's changeable, I think as a seller, if you make those things first, then more buyers will be more likely to put in an offer. So like, if you know you need to repaint your child's room who got handprints all over the wall, like little stuff like that, like
baby designs,
and leave a little paint in the garage.
They put it as design.
Exactly. They're like, oh no, that's art. She's my daughter.
It ain't no art.
Take your
cover up
art.
them fingerprints.
Thank you. Exactly.
Sellers, fix your house, okay? And thank you. Okay, so let's jump into realtors, because I mean, we gotta show love to our
We
realtors.
love y'all.
Yeah, that's our face.
Love.
For sure.
I love y'all. I love us. So as a realtor, do you recommend your clients work with a big bank, like the big banks, or a smaller mortgage company.
I ain't gonna lie. I think when it comes to lending, the only time you need to be thinking small is when it comes to who. Like, I like the smaller ones because I think they give you more touch points. I think bigger banks and bigger entities, they don't cater to like first time home buyers or cater to somebody whose process isn't cookie cutter. Like, I've had big banks and big companies literally deny loans in the middle of it with no explanation, no reason, and also not trying to provide solution.
Right.
Versus all of my preferred lenders, they work at smaller firms. They calling me like, River, Taisha had this. Let me tell you what we need to do. They fight more for the client.
Yeah.
They educate the client more, and they be more willing to just do what it takes to get to closing. I'm gonna just name drop. You go with a Navy Federal, baby. Navy Federal gonna be denied.
Wow. I've had one client work with Navy Federal, and I can't cap. That lady was good. She was on it.
She need to
train the rest of them.
Yeah,
I can't. I think that might be the only big bank I've actually worked with because they got that for veterans, whatever. But yeah, but I still would choose a smaller mortgage company for sure, just because, like you said, like they are more diligent. They're more intimate. They really want to see you get in this house. Whether the big bank, they really don't care.
Them big banks
like
be
you
lying.
can either get the house or not. Like we don't care.
The big banks lie.
Yeah,
I'm working with a big bank right now. I'm not gonna lie. The interest rate is sweet.
Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah.
I can see that.
Hold
on now.
Interest rate is
What
sweet.
they offering over there?
But they are lying.
What you mean?
I'm telling you, loan estimates change about 3 times.
Bro, and substantially, not just like an estimate is an estimate. So if I tell you it's gonna be $15 and it's $18.22, okay,
not too bad.
But if I say it's $15 and it ends up being $500, that's when it gets
a problem.
problematic.
They
and
do that,
and it's messing with my trust issue.
Oh my god!
And I feel like I gotta be on top of everybody because y'all lying.
Okay,
I had them break down. They're like, oh yeah, part of her down payment is going into it was something like premium just because the interest. I'm like, yo, I know loan estimates and this is not making sense and it's stressing me out.
Okay, y'all's loan estimates should not differ like
it should be 1 or 2.
It may be a little bit off, but
But
you
it's
said,
thousands of dollars off.
That's like, did you even run my file for real when you gave me this estimate? Because these numbers
I don't
is
trust
not
them.
it.
Yeah,
no, I tell clients who come to me already pre-approved, listen, if you're opting to go with this big company, let's put in writing here that I told you not to, so that if anything happens, I don't want it to be like, no,
okay, yeah.
Well, hold on, Stinky Mama. I told you not to do that. You opted not to listen. Here's how I can assist you further. But this is your fault, and I want to make that very clear.
Okay, don't put it on me because you wanted to.
This is the only time when the customer is not right.
Right.
When you don't listen. Just that.
Use a smaller mortgage company. Thanks. So, to keep track of your clients, new clients, past clients, do you recommend someone using a CRM? You know, like your what are they?
Customer relations.
Yes, management. There we go. Or would you recommend a realtor just like put them in an Excel doc? Just like keep update with Excel doc.
I gotta have both.
I have both, but I go to my Excel sheet more because I set it up. I know how I set it up for me. The CRM, my assistant got that. You handle that.
Period.
So
her got money. She got an assistant. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Shout out to my
money for me.
Shout out to Kayla.
Too much money for me. Give me $1. So
Kayla.
Each of you give me $1 so I can get an assistant.
I ain't got it. I'm broke, baby.
I'm broke.
I think the CRM though. Like I think the CRM, what I like about it, at first I didn't like them because I felt the same way. Like, I didn't make this, and it's like my brain, like, I'm a real backwards thinker. I do stuff in backwards order. I write my F's backwards. Like, everything I do be backwards, for real. And I think sometimes those systems confuse me, but I think I have a CRM now that I'm able to, like, customize what I want the columns to say, what I'm calling these people, and it kind of makes it work for my brain. But early on, I tried to operate my business with no systems because I'm like, well, you know, I know who. I know what my commission check is coming and where and how much and who. But I think once you start elevating your business and you got 3, 4, 5, 10 people, God willing, under contract, it's like, is her due diligence Monday? Is this? It's just too much information, and you will end up tripping up, missing something, missing a deadline.
Right. Because in those CRMs, you can set reminders to like notify you.
Emails, everything.
I'm CRM too now. Because last year I did not use my CRM. I literally had to go through this year and add all my leads and everybody from last year because I just wasn't using. But now that I'm using it, a CRM is where it's at.
Yeah.
I'm ready to send an email, send out to everybody.
Just send it to
the
everybody.
notifications. Yes, like it's just easy to read. But I also use an Excel, but not really. But I'm also like, I have to write stuff down. So I literally have a notebook.
You do have a
Has
notebook.
everything. Like I got everything from my client. I'm never throwing away my notebooks. I'm a notebook hoarder.
Like my daily stuff, I write it on.
Yeah.
Weekly is in a spreadsheet.
Everybody-
Overall, it's in the CRM. Like you just gotta have a level of organization if you want your business to thrive. Or
Yeah, what I love about my
whatever works best for you.
Yeah, what I love about my CRM is I can tell when somebody opened their email. That's why I have to keep using
she be like, this person read your email. You got any
I got
questions?
that on my email, like on my
You got
Gmail.
anybody
I'ma
questions?
send
You
you
need to tell me how to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a
Send it
widget.
to me. Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all a widget. Real quick, a rule of thumb: if you are working at a brokerage, especially if you are new and you're using a CRM that your broker gave you, I really, really recommend like every month. Download everything in your CRM to like a CSV file because let me tell y'all something. When y'all email Keller Williams and say, please release my license immediately, they gonna lock you out your CRM.
Okay, now
you're not gonna have
clients,
nothing, no clients, no documents, no nothing.
True.
So keep saving it just in case you do decide to make that transition. You have all your stuff when you walk away because they will lock you out and leave you for dead.
Great tip, bro.
Y'all know I've been there like 7 brokers.
So I know.
I'm not at AT&T.
I'm with AT&T. Okay, y'all are caught today.
Oh my God. Okay, y'all.
Okay.
Last one
Okay.
for my realtors. Last one. So do you recommend in today's time, which one is more effective for you and your business, or that you think would be more effective for anybody's business, really? Do you prefer face-to-face networking where you meet somebody at an event, a restaurant, whatever, or you think social media is the way to go? I'm going to say for now, today, dang, I'm going to have to say social media. I'm going to have to say it.
Yeah.
Interact, engage. Like, I met a lot of people off social media, and we see each other face-to-face, now we friends.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're in a digital age.
Yeah.
It sucks for people like me who are not really good with the digital
I'm
age.
about to say, but I'm a face-to-face girl, though.
I think for me, though, what I have noticed is you and me, I feel like people are a little bit more comfortable, and I hate this, but this is kind of the world we're in today. People are a little bit more comfortable online.
Right.
People feel a little bit more inclined to like, oh, sis, da da da. But when you see me in person, it's like
Mute. I'd be like, hey, girl, you.
and it's
Right.
like, you remember me? And it's like, I think especially like me and Taisha for sure, I like loud.
Okay.
So like if I see you and we been kiki, I'm be like, and yo, bad is real too. Like, I'm that person, but like I realize that everybody's personality just doesn't transcend the same way. But like online, you could just be a little more like open, ask those questions. I think when you get face to face, some people just draw a blank, and I'm like,
Hey.
Yeah.
hello, are you still there? So I think for that reason, I think you can touch more, get deeper with the conversations, have a little bit more touch points via social media than I think in person.
Yeah, unfortunately, I hate that.
I know, and I hate
Yeah.
that.
I feel social media too. People are less scared to, like they feel kind of open. They know your life. They've been watching you. They're like,
No, they don't know your life.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't know your
They
life,
think
but
they
they
know.
think they know.
They know what you allowed them to know.
Right. So they're more, and they feel more relatable. They can relate to you. Kind of comment on the stuff. Like I post funny stuff all the time. Like, now we friends.
I'm sick
It's
of
that
this,
quick.
like-
So yeah, social media.
Social media, we with it. We on social media. We be lit. Follow us if y'all don't already.
Period.
Well, ladies, I think that was so
nice.
good.
That was actually really fun.
That was really, really
We gotta do it
fun.
again.
And this is, I don't know what episode this is, but I want this to be called Nika's Day. Like, this was Nika's Day.
Niggas on
'Cause
fire.
Nika's on
like,
fire today.
I'm having a great day.
going crazy.
Yeah.
But we hope that was resourceful for y'all. We gotta know it is because that's what the goal is. We want to educate y'all. So y'all know Ashley's missing, so we can't have our question of the day with Ashley Ray, but we're still gonna have a question of the day.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Miss Nika W.
Oui, oui.
Yes.
Oui, oui.
Salut tout le monde.
Salut.
Okay. Yo, stop. Okay, so as you guys know, we have a segment called Question of the Day where we allow all our followers or audience to ask us questions, whether it's real estate related or personal in our DM. So if you don't follow us, head over to Real Talk Atlanta on Instagram, ask us questions, but also make sure you send us email to realtalkatlpod at gmail.com. Listen, this ain't mine. But we here, right? So for today's question of the day, it's a really, really good question. And it was by one of our followers in our DM. I think it was an agent. And she asked, when it comes to commission, do you guys negotiate your commission with buyers, with sellers?
If necessary, what you mean with buyers? Are we
I
trying
was talking about with the realtors.
Yeah, with the basically with the seller, do you negotiate your commission? So if a seller, for example, the standard, if nobody know, the standard commission is a 3%, right?
that you want?
Yes, for the buyers. So if you get less than 3%, do you negotiate?
I'm not taking less than 3% from a seller.
Right.
Unless it's a dire need for me, I'm not doing it because we're not going to negotiate my pay because you don't want me to negotiate my service.
Right.
I'm not going to pick and choose what I'm going to do for you. You're not about to pick and choose what my paycheck is going to look like. If you want to give me half of the commission, I'm going to give you half of the service, and you're going to get half of your proceeds. So let's not do that. I think if it's a situation of like, oh, like the client, like I had a client who was like relocating, just bought the house. They weren't going to make much money on the sale. They were going to buy something like that makes sense. But if you're just like about to get a 6-figure check, you just kind of being greedy. It's like, you can go work with somebody who will give you 2% energy.
Who just want to sell a house anyway.
I'm bringing 3% to the table, so I want 3% in my pocket.
Period.
Agreed.
Because people will pay for your worth.
Yeah, you pay for what you're getting.
Your worth as a realtor.
Yeah.
Okay, because we're going to get this house sold. We're going to do the best of our ability, and it's going to get done, so you need to pay me the amount that I'm worth. Like you said, like if you're selling your home and then you're working to buy as well, then okay, that's another conversation. Maybe we can do a little something because it's like two transactions. But if you're just selling your house, moving to another state, working with an agent, I'm going to need my full amount. Well, like you said, like if you're going to pay us less, and that just means you don't want the top tier service that I provide.
Yeah. I feel like when it comes to interviewing realtors, and if you see somebody say, oh, I'll sell this house for you for 2% commission, and it's fine, just pick me, right? You kind of have to question yourself, like, okay,
why you
ain't finna do no work. This house not gonna
this house about to sit. You might put on the market for 100 days.
Exactly. And it's not about being greedy or just,
It's just like knowing your worth.
It's
like,
a lot of work.
Careers. Like, this is our livelihood. This is like walking up to your boss, like, oh, like, I want to get $5,000 this week. I don't want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like you get what you get. Like, that's your stand. Like, that's your salary that you want. So, as a realtor, we want to make the amount that's going to, that we know we're supposed to get.
How we feel ourselves. This is I think what people don't realize is our jobs are commission-based. So
right.
We don't get paid until deals close. Like, you're taking food out of my mouth and out of my mortgage and out of everything. Like when you cut my services or my pay in half, like there's Bergdorf and then there's Burlington. You can choose what kind of services you want, and that's what you're gonna pay for. Like you get what you pay for, and I think it goes with commission as well. Like if you pay top tier, you'll get top tier.
And that's what we provide tips service. So. That's what
and it's a lot of things that we pay for ahead of time. Photography, videography, even if we include staging in there, like it's a lot.
Oh, I'm not paying for that.
I mean, we can negotiate that. There's a lot to negotiate, yeah. But, like it's a lot of things that we do out of pocket for you. So, it needs to be like the price is the price.
Yeah, the price. And buyers, I don't charge.
Yeah. No, me either.
I don't charge. I love my buyers. Anyway, that wraps up today's episode. We appreciate y'all tuning in each and every week. Every Wednesday, come and see us because we're giving it to you.
Yes.
And I think that's a good way to go ahead and cheers. See y'all next week.
Cheers.
Bye.